Okay, alarm clock. Wonder who shot it.
Ah, you awake? Sleep well, did you?
I did. Thank you. I didn't sleep voluntarily.
voluntarily.
It doesn't matter. We got along just fine without you.
Oh, I don't like him either. Well, it's the blow to the head that knocked you out, surely.
Have you arrested anyone yet?
You mean besides the Arab?
He could hardly have committed the murder. You must have been with him when it happened.
Exactly.
We heard the shot on the forecastle.
Idiot.
I locked our friend in the detention cell in the cargo hold and then went up to assist Legrand. You were already sleeping the sleep of the just.
Oh, he's annoying. Okay, what knocked me out?
I didn't pass out last night because of the blow to my head, did I?
Seems unlikely. Inspector Legrand thinks you were
Oh,
drunk.
right.
But how? The champagne.
Who gave you the glass
The
of
captain.
champagne?
The captain gave it me.
Captain De Conti.
Interesting.
Everybody's going, Other suspects?
Besides the Arab, has anyone else aroused your suspicion?
No. Seconds after the alarm went off, the decks were swarming with frightened passengers.
Yes. A clever way to stay incognito during the commotion.
But we still have our primary suspect, the Raven.
You really think he's returned?
Well, I think that no one knows as much about the Raven as Legrand.
Exactly,
But
I think
still,
that's him.
It all seems so incredible.
Okay, where's the glass of
About
champagne?
the champagne, shouldn't it be possible to find traces of the tranquilizer in the glass?
That is exactly what Legrand is trying to do.
Without a laboratory?
Oh, he's got a lab. His cabin is packed with all the latest forensic stuff.
Oh,
it's
right.
quite impressive what the inspector can do.
A competent man, no doubt, and surprisingly well prepared.
And diligent. He's been at it all night with his brushes and tinctures and glasses and everything, working like a man possessed. I wouldn't want to be the Raven now.
Okay, get a room. Damn. You sound like you love the guy.
What's the state of play? How was the Baroness killed?
The Baroness was shot in the chest at close
Oh, I
range.
feel sorry for
No more once
Baroness.
the doc finishes examining the body in the medical centre.
And no one saw anything suspicious?
No one saw a shadowy Raven leaving the Baroness's cabin, if that's what you mean. A lot of people heard the gunshot. Inspector Legrand wants to question the passengers again this morning, once they've all calmed down, and he's had a chance to examine the evidence.
Okay, so what evidence we got?
Suppose that you and Legrand inspected the crime scene and the surroundings.
Of course. And we already hit the jackpot. The murder weapon.
Oh,
Really? Where did you find it?
On the gangway. The gangway for boarding the ship folds up and hooks onto the hull when it's not being used. The murderer probably wanted to throw the gun into the sea. He casually dropped it overboard.
But it landed on the gangway.
that seems unlikely.
But Legrand and I were on the side deck right after the shot. There was no one there.
Maybe the murderer threw the gun away later. We recovered it in the early hours.
Still don't make
I
sense.
think I'll look for Inspector Legrand now.
Do what you think's best.
You won't get rid of me. I'm here to stay, Constable Oliver.
Be that as it may, Inspector Legrand ordered me to guard the cargo hold with our special guest. That's fine by me. Inspector Legrand may be able to get by without sleep for days on end, but not me.
Okay.
It's not easy playing with the big boys, Constable Zellner.
No, it certainly isn't.
Go and change your nappy, idiot. He's annoying. Okay, let's have a walk around the saloon, see if there's anything good in here. No, 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 no. What's that? What's that? Something lit up! Something. Oh, wait, Zellner. Oh, leave the saloon, it might have been that. Yeah, that Oliver, there's something wrong with him. He's really annoying me, he is. Anything around here? No, I don't really want to go anywhere too crazy. I could do with going to the medical deck and seeing the body.
How wonderful. Sunshine and a blue sky above the Mediterranean Sea. It would be a perfect cruise day, if not for the murder.
That's one way of putting it. You know, the murder kind of does spoil the mood. Let's go down to the medical room and see about see the body. I think he said it was down here. I think he said down in the medical room. What's this? Oh, I guess that answers that. Okay, so that was a good guess. What we got here? Okay, let's go and look at the body.
Come in.
Okay. Wonder if he's got the bullet as well, because we might need that. Although I bet Legrand's already got it.
Hello, Dr. Gebhardt.
And there's the next one.
Excuse me?
You want something else from me, don't you?
I'm starting
afraid
to
I
moan
do.
a bit.
What a first day at work. Well,
I bet he is pissed, you know. It's his first day at work, there's been a murder, and I've been clumped up at school, and I don't know. Analyse the body.
What's the result of your examination of the victim?
She was
she's
shot.
dead.
I didn't make you work all night long, Dr. Gebhardt.
She was shot. Point blank shot. Probably with a pistol.
Must be
It
while she
seems
slept.
like she was lying in bed. The shot struck her heart. She died immediately.
Wow.
One shot?
More were unnecessary. And we only heard one shot, no?
And there's just one entrance wound.
Just one.
What about the shot that was heard while I was knocked out? But then again, she was alive then, because I saw her after I got out from cargo hold. So that didn't kill her. Well, why would somebody... Oh, I don't know. That means somebody's probably already in a room, though, because that Oliver would try to knock the door down. He was barging the door with his shoulder. So unless somebody had the key and went in after them, locked up again, why would you do that? So somebody must have already been in the room. But then again, why would they drop it on the gangplank? You can't tell me that they didn't know that gangplank were there of all the places to drop a gun. Seems too perfect, this.
I am told that I was drugged.
That's how it seems.
What can you tell me about it?
Me? Why should that be my business?
Haven't you analyzed the glass?
No, I haven't.
Legrand's
The
great
inspector
then.
said he's the better chemist. I let him do it. That way I could at least concentrate on the body.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, drugged
Do you
Baroness.
think the Baroness might have been drugged?
No,
she
she just
was very tired and unsteady
Just
when
looked
the ground
pissed,
I
if
saw
you
her.
ask me.
Yeah, I heard about that. I must have just missed her in the saloon.
She just drank too much,
And
I
without
think.
having seen her myself, it is hard to make a diagnosis.
Of course.
Oh, what's a weird blood test?
Can you say something about her general health?
She was quite overweight, and the butler said that she suffered from diabetes. Despite that, she hadn't visited a doctor for several years.
Doesn't sound good.
Happens more frequently than you might suppose. Some people are scared of doctors and pay with an early death. It is possible that the Baroness wouldn't have lived much longer anyway.
Do you know
glass did I
whose
drink
glass I drank from?
What do you mean?
Captain de Conti handed me a glass of champagne. But where did he get it?
I don't know. Did you ask him?
I'm just asking because you were also in the saloon when the champagne was served.
Yes, but I only entered the saloon a few seconds before you did. I didn't manage to get a drink myself.
Which, in retrospect, is lucky.
Ah, you're right about that.
See, there's something else that Gerhardt there. If you remember, he got up and walked away just before the bomb went off on the train. He were lucky there. And now there were a spiked drink and he was lucky there too.
Have you already removed the bullet?
Did Legrand send you? What is that Frenchman's problem? I already told you. I will get in touch as soon as I have it. That is also what I told the constable, who he kept sending all night long, once I finally got rid of Legrand himself.
Did he look over your shoulder?
He probably wanted to take the scalpel from my hand and hack away himself. But this is my surgery, and I will not let amateurs interfere with my work.
Doctor's losing it.
Understandable. How much longer will it take?
I have just finished. Send my regards to His Majesty.
Thanks. I think that's it for now.
No. That is it for now, then, and later.
Is that
I'm going
enough?
to lie down for a few hours.
That's it.
Can you tell that to your boss?
It's kicking us out.
But could I at least have the key?
Absolutely not.
But if we have to examine the victim again...
Then the esteemed inspector knows where to find me. In my cabin. In bed. Good night, Constable Zellner.
He's had enough, that guy. He's just had enough. Okay. What we got round here? Examine the pinboard. Anything good?
An evacuation plan? And some tips from the doctor for avoiding seasickness, sunburn and the like. And here, a schedule of activities. A drink with the captain, a shuffleboard competition on the forecastle. That's about it. A real barrel of fun.
I was going to say, that's a lot of things that they do there. Damn. Right, examine the model.
A model of the Lydia before it was rebuilt. It used to be a freighter. The wide hallways, the cabins, and the saloon were added later.
Okay. Oh, that's Legrand's cabin then. Well, I think I'll go there, take him the bullet. I have the bullet. Legrand. Here you go.
That is Legrand's cabin.
That's what I just said. Enter.
Come in.
Come in. Go take him the bullet. I wouldn't say that's kitted out much.
Are you ready?
Good morning, Inspector Legrand. My head is pounding, but I think I'm okay.
Chloral hydrate.
All right.
Hmm?
That's why you have a headache. I found traces of it in your champagne glass.
All right. Drugs.
And this chloral hydrate?
Is a tranquilizer. Can be dissolved in alcohol. The effect begins in minutes and lasts for hours. Who gave you the glass of champagne?
De Conti. Captain.
I
You.
believe it was Captain De Conti.
If believing were enough for us, we'd have become priests, Constable. Be a policeman and find out for sure.
Understood.
He gave me the glass, but how can I know who put the champagne
What
in it?
have you
Anybody
found
could.
out so far?
The Baroness was shot in the chest at close range. We heard the shot. The murderer quickly fled the cabin and dropped the murder weapon over the railing later. A simple story so far.
But why was her cabin door locked?
Exactly. If the murderer wanted to make it seem like a suicide, he'd have shot her in the head and left the gun at the crime scene.
And if it was murder, why did he go to all the trouble of locking the door from inside? And how did he manage that anyway?
Especially since we arrived just a few seconds later and didn't see anyone near the cabin.
That's the
Something
point.
doesn't make
Told
sense
you,
here.
it was already in there.
No, it doesn't, and it's driving me crazy.
Murder weapon.
Did you find the murder weapon?
On the gangway on the side of the ship. I suspect the murderer tried to drop it into the sea. He would have stood close to the railing to let it fall unseen.
And since he doesn't know the ship, he had bad luck and dropped it right onto the gangway.
Nah, that
Indeed.
seems too perfect.
And do you find that probable?
No.
Not a bit.
Neither do I.
Exactly. At least me and Legrand are actually seeing eye to eye on this part.
You think that the jewel thief is the murderer?
Our friend would have needed another key to open the safe and steal the second eye, the one the Baroness was carrying. At least, that's what we implied.
What do you mean?
The Baroness was famous for her forgetfulness. I convinced her to give me the third key. It seems safer for the eye.
Oh,
The
good
thief
idea.
searches the Baroness's cabin looking for the third key.
She returns from the saloon earlier than expected.
So he kills her.
Surprises him, and he can't allow her to identify him.
He imprisons her until the coast is clear, and then shoots her.
And thus, the thief becomes a murderer.
But still doesn't have all the keys.
Then who? Who's the
What kind
bloody
of a gun
raven
is it?
then?
A pistol, a Luger 08.
Antique.
Manufactured 1,000,000 times during and after the First World War. Austrian model. The owner is David Kreutzer, the violinist. Found him tonight totally drunk on the bow of the ship. He confirmed that it's his gun, but he claims that it was stolen from him.
Fingerprints?
Nothing. But it's worth mentioning that the clip was missing 2 bullets.
We had one earlier.
And it's definitely the murder weapon.
The ballistic tests are incomplete. Actually, I've been waiting far too long for the bullet recovered from the corpse. Pay the good doctor a visit, Zellner, and see that he does his job.
About the bullet. Here it is.
Excellent. Give it to me.
Right.
As I suspected. A 7.65 Parabellum Luger.
Don't you want to examine it in more detail?
When I have time. For now, though, we can assume that we have the murder weapon. There can't be too many antique Luger 08 pistols on board.
May I take a look at the Baroness's cabin?
We already searched it thoroughly.
Sure. But what about now, by daylight?
Yes, fine, it can't hurt. Here, take this with you.
He's giving me the bullet
Thanks.
back.
I'll let you know if I find anything
What the
important.
hell is that going to
But
help
only
me?
then, please. I'm very busy.
Of course.
Raven.
Do you really think that the Raven is behind all this?
No.
He wrote the letter that was on the safe in the train. Without the letter, we wouldn't have opened the safe and the bomb wouldn't have exploded.
But it doesn't seem like him, does it? The Raven was famous in part because he never hurt anyone, much less killed anyone, during a burglary.
It's his handwriting, and he called me Nico. No one else does that. I chased that man across Europe for years. It is him. It has to be him.
But the evidence...
Enough.
See, Legrand, if Legrand and Raven are only ones that know he called him Nico, then it could still easily be Legrand that's doing it. But who? What if the Raven, because it has to be an older guy, is the butler? I'm just guessing at everybody now. I'll go for butler for now. So that mean he's not the Raven then. But he might be the Raven's heir. He might be the one that's more dangerous. And the real Raven is the butler. I don't know. We'll find out.
You
Violinist.
believe the violinist?
He'll be the first person I question. He claims he can't remember anything from the last few hours. Says he drank a bottle of schnapps.
He was on the train and he doesn't have an alibi. His drunkenness could be a smokescreen.
He fits the profile. He travels a lot, has access to high society. Could be interesting.
Okay, and finally, safe.
Are you sure that there's no bomb inside this time?
Professor Lucien locked it in front of an audience, and it will be opened for the first time in Cairo.
Let's hope so.
It would take hours to crack it, and you'd need heavy machinery.
Or the keys.
Or the 3 keys, that's right.
I'll be on my way. I want to find out who gave me the drugged champagne.
Good idea.
Inspector Legrand? Are you okay?
Is he drugged as well?
Maybe you should take a break.
I can sleep once I've caught the raven. Goodbye, Constable.
Be seeing you.
Okay. Idiot. See if they can drug him and pass him out. They can have a go at that safe. Or get the key off him anyway. So I need to go up and see the Baroness's cabin.
Legrand is risking not just his career, but his health as well on his hunt for the raven. He's working like a demon. Maybe that's why he caught the raven and no one else.
Okay, so I want to go to Baroness's cabin. So if I remember right, that's up here. Good. And it should be down here. Ah, there it is. Yeah, that's it. We got it. We got it. Don't worry, I found it.
This is the first murder scene I've ever set foot in.
Well, Zellner, we're gonna crack this case. Let's examine. Next time. Okay, guys, so I've done another big chunk of this, and I'm gonna have a break now. I hope you enjoyed it. People have actually started watching this. I think they're starting to follow the story. The story really is a lot of fun. I mean, I'm not fully sure who it is, and I'm guessing at lots of people. I thought it was Legrand who was the Raven, but then it makes sense that he's more the Raven's heir, as in the Raven is gone, his career's been doing nothing since, so he brings back the Raven, or the Raven's heir, and then of course his fame comes back. People are like, call Legrand because he caught the Raven. So, but then I still think the real Raven is really trying to stop the other guy too, is trying to stop the Raven's heir, because the real Raven never hurt anyone, and I don't think he likes this other person doing what he's doing, so I think he's probably in background somewhere too. But anyway, I don't know, it's very confusing right now. My mind's just going everywhere. Yeah, now remember guys, if you've got any theories, then please don't, feel free to mention them, but if you've read it, don't put it as a spoiler. Don't even put big spoiler alert or anything like that. I don't want anything that's going to spoil it. If you want to talk about theories or anything, then sure, message me or put in comments or anything, and we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Love you as always, and bye for now.